here today because I am against Amnesty, and one of the reasons why I'm against Amnesty is because my son was killed 2 years ago, and he had a hard time finding a job. He went through a lot of things before he died. He can't find a job because he can't speak a different language other than English. And as of 2009, there's still less jobs now than there was back then. So I'm against Amnesty because our youth are not getting employment as they should. I'm against Amnesty because I can't get any benefits. I go to get health insurance, but I can't speak Spanish or I can't speak another language. I have to prove that I'm a citizen in a country that I was already born in. My parents and grandparents, great-grandparents, and so on and so forth, they didn't ask to be brought up to this country. We were brought up to this country against our will. We didn't have a choice. But you have people coming over here that chooses to be here. They can go down and get benefits. I go and ask for food stamps. I got to get a job before I can get food stamps. Well, if I get a job, then why do I need your food stamps? Yeah. I mean, if I was able to get a job with a degree, I wouldn't be asking you for help. Then you have our kids that's going into prison because a lot of them can't get adequate education starting with grammar school. Now, it's okay for somebody that's not born here to be able to go and get an education, but my kids can't get an education, my children can't get a job, but yet, not just my children, but your children, my cousins, and all my black males, excuse the term, but it's true, you know, they can't get jobs, so they end up in prison because idle hands makes for the devil's workshop. So, my thing is, why should I support Amnesty? I mean, you have people sitting up here talking about Syria and all these other issues. You got issues here at home. You got people down in Mississippi in the Delta, they can't even get food. They don't even have food to eat. But you want to go and help somebody else. You have people from the Katrina situation. They don't even have a place to stay still. After what, 8 years since the hurricane, and they still don't have a place to live? But yet you can go and repair somebody else's house, but you can't fix your own house here at home. So I think that America, you know, they have a twisted issue of how they want to help people. You want to help somebody that if you was over in their country, in their house, they're not going to treat you like you treat them. And that's the problem with us. So a lot of us in America, we focus on the wrong things. We need to focus on what's going on here at home and take care of our own front and backyards. What about my son that got killed? Okay? Because he was economically deprived, you don't want to help out. Now, if he was an illegal immigrant, I'd see you sitting up there rushing to go do what you needed to do in order to get his case solved. But you're not doing that. Like I said, we need to focus on our children getting better education. We need to focus on our young men not going to jail and being systematically institutionalized, whether it's from discrimination, whether it's criminalistic, whatever the situation is, and stop focusing on what everybody else is going through. All these other countries been going through what they were going through hundreds of years long before we came along. We need to focus on what we need to do here.